Previously on the season.
They're great young people, they're respectful, they work hard.
This team's going to be fast-paced, right? They're going to try and get those fast breaks every time.
I want you two to be out on the wings because if she gets stuck, she needs someone to pass it to.
When they first told me, I was really devastated, but I got a lot of strength from it.
Who's doing QCS tomorrow? Yes, good luck to 3 of you. So what I thought today, let's just have a look at exactly what we need to revise for the exams coming up. Just some general feedback. Scale. So the scale along the bottom and up the side. Remembering on the bottom was what did we have on the bottom of the profile? Compass bearing and reverse bearing. I'll do a little bit on the board just to remind us.
I'm done compassing in like forever.
So for example, if I want to know the bearing, listen to the terminology again. Clockwise.
So unprepared.
0 degrees.
The careful balance of work, life and play is an everyday proposition for the Hillcrest team. But the academics are never compromised, although lunchtimes may be shared with video analysis.
But I always talk about the why. Like the what is so easy. What is tactical, technical? What is basketball? What do you got to do? Dribble it up the court, pass it, put it in the bucket. That's it. The why of why you play is why you have a 24-point turnaround last week. Like I said to you girls, I always talk about it and you girls laugh about it, finding you're awesome. Yes, last week I watched you girls find you awesome. So I just wanted to reinforce that with you girls as we come up to CBSQ in particular, okay? You have to be connected, on and off the court. You know what you've got to do, play basketball, now you've got to know why you've got to play it. That's what makes true champions. Let's look at last week's.
Oh!
Why that one?
Because we used the.
Yeah, 100%. The passes. The inside pass. Remember we talked about it last week and we talked about how the inside pass was going to turn our game around?
Like many sports, Hillcrest has adopted the North American methodology of statistics and analysis in its preparation.
They've got the ball. Any good program is going to be reliant on technology these days. Now what we're seeing is that, yes, I can tell you, but if I show you, then I'm actually showing you what you're doing on the court. They can see it themselves, and so they learn quicker and they're in a better frame of mind looking at, utilising technology like an iPad or even a mobile phone. Cameras is paramount in a excellence program. Clara's getting around the ball, keeping on hassling. Yeah, it's nice. It's good defence. But look at what everyone else is doing. Charlie's there.
Technology can help, but the confidence to apply it is born out of competitiveness, one of the cornerstones of the newly implemented Basketball Excellence Program.
Draws the defender. Well done.
What I love about my role here and my time spent here is that I love getting in around all of the sporting activity, and I love showing the kids what competitiveness looks like. To get to the top in your chosen sport, you've got to be a fierce competitor. And sometimes kids, in particular, don't really know what that looks like.
So, concept of transferring greatness is Liv scored the bucket, right? And crack a pass on the inside. Like, that was awesome. The transferring of the greatness occurred right there.
I love being able to pass that on to the students, but I think there's a lot of talent. That's been really exciting. So being able to ask 30 different kids who've never played AFL before to come and have a go, and then another 10 kids see that and say, I want to do what they're doing. So they join a local footy club, and all of a sudden, our girls' sport in this school starts to thrive, not only in basketball, but they can play pretty much any sport, which is so good to see.
The concept is called transferring greatness, okay? So you are transferring a great thing that happened there and you're putting it onto Emma. What happened when Emma fell on the floor?
I think competitive nature comes from within, and it's something really hard to teach. It's a lot to do with your personality profile, and we try to evolve it and nurture it and create leaders here. But the overall goal is to compete harder and to compete to the best of our ability. I think there's a lot of pressure on kids to score, and the way they perceive the game's not necessarily the way they can best contribute. We just try to teach that here with the culture. You can contribute in a lot of ways in this game. You don't have to be the number one option offensively. That
pass that Clara threw should never have been thrown to you. Biggest thing we've got to keep working on is our why. We've got 2 more weeks left, and then we're into it. Okay? Then it's the big show. Cool.
Wow.
Looking forward to it?
Wow. Yeah.
Is this the year that you girls are really like amped for it?
Yeah, because like there's all of us, like heaps of us are in year 12, and it's like the last one.
All right, you better get back to class, eh? Oh, sorry, 10 minutes. Enjoy.
With the girls in near perfect playing form, a meeting of the coaching collective tables the subject of mental agility and whether the girls are psychologically prepared for the rigours of the state champs.
How's the competitiveness in the program? Do you feel like the individuals are ruthless competitors, or are they?
I'm really lucky. My up-and-coming girls are very competitive, a bit young, but they come in. And then a couple of leaders that we lost in the last couple of years were pretty competitive. This group has been probably a pretty good group for the last 2-3 years. And they got 3 years ahead of them, so I'm really lucky.
Yeah, I don't think you can get competitive enough. Just you can include more competitiveness in your program, and compete against someone in shooting comps and penalties. And we are not competitive enough. We have to compete harder. You've got to plant the seed.
That's across the program as a whole. That's something that culturally we just don't have here at the college. We don't have that real competitive drive in all our sports. And it's bringing that culture in, and that comes back to once we establish a culture where it is competitive and it's okay to be competitive. I think that's probably a big thing that's happened here, is that it's just been okay just to participate. So we start the competition now. This is our goal. That's our goal, is to be national champions. So that should start our competitive nature right now. It's competition. It's not just there just for the sake of being there. What about the girls? They seem to be competitive. Actually, when I'm up in the gym with those girls, they compete against each other.
There is a sense of it's not cool to win all the time, and I'm trying to break that. No, you win all the time until someone beats you, and then when they beat you, you try and beat them back. There is that it's not cool to try hard, and that's something it's not just here, it's everywhere.
Yeah, okay. Have you got a copy of this? Excellent. Good work, guys. We're out.
After 6 months of preparation, the state finals are underway on the Gold Coast, with Hillcrest undefeated in their first 3 games.
Let's go, stretch, girls.
All right, put your knees together, bottom back into your heels, hands right out in front, and reach forward, put your head down, and then grab a bit more grass so you get more of a stretch forward. Gonna hold this for 30 seconds, so sit. So this is the game that you are going to be showing PBC and everyone else in your semi that, hey, we are here just to annihilate. And that's the way you go, and you go about business and you do it really well, okay? So every little 1% counts out there. Make sure everyone's backing each other up and doing everything that you need to do. See what the game brings. If they're staying with you like the other team stayed with you for that first bit, then you just hang in there. You just wait and you are patient and you don't panic and you go, we are a great team and it will come. And you just have to believe in each other and help each other.
So just be aware, Layla and Mickey as well. I want Sean to throw the ball in, or Charlie, doesn't matter. What do we got to bring? Effort and energy, let's go. Let's go. Mick, so if there's a screen there, you can switch. You can't beat you, reject the screen. You've got to take that away. Come on, don't let it beat you on the reject. Come on. Be smart. Yep, she hasn't hit any threes.
Reece, Clara, let's go. Stay here, stay here. Come on, JD, you got to challenge her. Don't just back off. Get up on your man! Get up! Reaching over, reaching. Just stay in your lane, all right?
Look at it!
Shot Reece! Swing it!
Yeah.
Reece! Pass, easy pass. Take your time.
Despite a 10-point lead, the performance is unbalanced, with unforced errors creeping in.
How many players they got on the court who's scoring? One. Maybe two. But that girl's getting to the goal every time because we're not being a team and stopping her. Hey, what part of our press do we not understand? Where are you meant to go in diamond? Why are you waiting at halfway? Don't know. Why aren't you two up on the ball, you and Jade? In diamond. What about all the things we talked about? Communicate. No answers. Jade. No answers. I don't care about the missed shots. I care about not being organised. You guys got to be organised. Just been playing basketball for years. Come on. Be organised. Don't turn the ball over. Be strong with the ball. Stop doing risky stuff. Crossing over on a girl in front of you. Just in and out. You got two people there. Pass it to an open person. Let's go.
Hillcrest!
Nice, hard luck. Where's the foul? Cut, Jade, cut. And one. Yeah! Rebound!
Nice pass!
With seconds to go and a healthy lead, defensive pressure turns to points.
Thank you.
4, 3.
Good job, girls. Thanks, brother. Thank you, bench.
Here you go. Do you want me to put some jam or honey on pie crust?
I'm good. Great job tonight. Vicky, do you want to say something?
No, I don't.
Get your rest. Ice up whoever's injured. Awesome job. We've got one more game to take care of before our semis, all right? Think about the things you need to do to get on top of them and beat them. Now let's go. Stand up, hands in. Let's go.
Concentrate. Switch on. All right, lay down. 2 feet back. Arms out to the side. Everyone's going left, looking right. Emma left.
After 5 undefeated round-robin games, Hillcrest faced Palm Beach in their semi-final.
Other side. Swap.
The voice of authority in these tense pre-game moments belongs not to a coach, but to a manager, mum, and physical trainer.
All right, sit up. Reece, cut it out. Downward dog. Walk it. On the day, my role would be to make sure that they have their pre-game nutrition, their stretch, their team talk, manage them throughout the game, making sure that they were well hydrated, any injuries, manage those. And then after the game would be doing some post-game nutrition, stretching, again another team talk. manage their injuries if there was any, work on their flexibility later that day or the night, and really just keep them nice and settled, ready for the next day.
Layla, you've got Howley, you've got Ella. You can switch. You know Ella more. Talk to Layla about how.
Our girls in preparation for their games needed to know that they were ready and that they were good enough and that they'd worked hard enough for years to get to this level. These girls were well prepared, and they'd had a little stumble the year before, making it to the final of state champs, not quite getting across the line, knowing they were good enough. But in that 2019 season, it was just about self-belief.
Oh, there. What score? Oh, no jokes, I don't know. I thought you meant for the game. I was like, we haven't started.
They're always flying in for rebounds. If you box out, you'll get them in foul trouble, and then we fly down the other way. Any questions? What do we always bring? Effort and energy, okay? Finish on a shot. What do we finish with? Box out. Box out, okay? Trans D makes sure we run back on D. Let's go.
Hillcrest!
Let's go, girls.
The game starts with foul trouble for senior Charli Reece.
Oh! Jade, go, get her.
And Coach Cameron acts immediately.
That's your second. Come on.
What do you think they're doing? Hey, yeah. So every little bump that you do, because you're the big body, every little bump that you do, they're going to over-exaggerate. Okay? Play high, you know? Like you're the tall person, play high. They can't stop that.
Despite a narrow lead, frustration with the state of play and refereeing decisions starts to boil over on the Hillcrest bench.
Gap, hey! And help, Mickey, help! Good. Hey! Come on, call a foul! Hey! Ref, call a foul. On the rebound, call a foul. Layla, switch.
I can see where you're coming from, but can you just stop with the hands throwing up in the air? If you want to ask a question, have to answer it.
Mate, call a foul. Clara, stand that side.
To add to the sideline disquiet, a mistake in the roster jersey numbering threatens to halt the team's momentum.
No 12 blue.
No 12 blue? No.
Mickey, 12.
Mickey's 12.
Yeah, it's not on there, you need to get it on.
Oh, they changed the blood.
That was the blood uniform because she had blood this morning, so we had to change.
Do you want her to put the bloods on? Or?
Yeah.
She alright? We got the 84 if they want it.
Come on, mate, you need to check the list.
What?
You need to check the numbers.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, me. Sorry.
Don't even put that out there, Shandell. I hope they don't get these refs tomorrow.
One shot!
Meanwhile, the on-court calls are still not going the way of the Hillcrest senior girls.
Hey!
It's all good.
It's a foul.
Yeah. Bro, they're not going to call it. It's all good.
When we shoot the ball, we got to have one or two back. So if Lily goes in for a layup and Charlie's in there for a rebound and their men take off, we got to have you guys covering for each other. You understand? Play the D.
Hillcrest!
What's the push?
Just keep it moving down that end. But make sure she's extending the leg out, just so it keeps moving.
An injury to star forward Shauna Preston means Hillcrest are now facing an uphill battle to make the final.
It's like a little cork.
Yeah.
Mr. Roger wants you to keep moving that. So in, out, like a running action, so those muscles stay warm until we put you back on. And if you do need some heat, let me know. It'll just keep it warm for you. Okay, so it just depends on how sore it starts to get. Let us know.
Okay. Hey, ref, you're getting hit on every layup down there and you're not calling one thing. You look at it.
From what I see, it's
Come on, man, the big girl's getting hit. You got 2 fouls on there.
Make sure you keep flexing it. So when you're here, just sit there flexing it like that. You got to get that keep that movement going. As soon as you eliminate the movement, it's going to start cramping up and getting sore. Okay, keep it going so you can get back out there. You want to be out there? Good work. Here you are. Shauna's good. Shauna's good when you need her.
The final quarter shows the basketball public there is no doubt that at full strength, Hillcrest are the real deal.
Great job tonight. Awesome, everybody. I know Emma, you didn't get on. Clara a little. Jess, you didn't get on. Okay? Got the win. It was a tough game. We know that. Tomorrow, make sure we all come ready. Be in the right headspace. They're a tough team. We lost to them by how much last year in the final? We got whacked. Right, they were pretty good, all right? And they're going to be tough tomorrow, all right? Make sure you get some sleep. Bring it tomorrow. Awesome job getting back there. Good job, girls.
Girls, come and eat. Where's my knife gone?
In the triumphant aftermath, the captain, who fouled out, is less than happy with her performance.
You good? No, not really. Hey?
I'm alright.
You alright? I know you've got everything in you, kiddo. Don't be down. Head up. Hey, a big thing that we always talk about in rugby is show no weakness. Okay? Just breathe. Just relax. You've got this. You've got this. Do you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you?
Probably not.
Hey, you've got this. I know you have. Inside of you is something greater than that, okay? You good?
Yeah.
You got it. We'll have a chat tomorrow, okay, kiddo? She wears the weight of the whole team on her shoulders.
So when I have chats to her, I was like, pretty much tell her, as good as you go in your composure, my team follow you.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just want you to know you've done an awesome job all year.
She doesn't know how to combat that speed of the game either, you know, like I see her come up to me the other day and she was talking about, you know, when we were playing against Jimmy's. You know, Jimmy's are really fast. They move around like nobody, and she doesn't know how to combat that. They play.
Hillcrest girls are one game away from hitting a critical target in their long-term goal for basketball excellence as they progress to the Queensland State Final. Next time on the season.
Charli, where do you think this group can go?
This is the strongest team that we've had in a long time.
Yeah! Good job, girls. That's our best win ever.
I think touring with my friends on this trip is really important to me as it's my last year. So this is the last time I'll ever play with most of these girls.
For more information about Hillcrest Christian College, visit hillcrestqld.edu.au.